taking a look at next week. So, Brad, when taking a look at the markets, I'm hearing a constant trend that we're in a narrow trading range for Bitcoin, but $45,000 seems to be the level to watch out for. If we get a breakout for past $45,000, it seems we'll go to higher highs.
Yeah, that's pretty consistent with what we're hearing and seeing as well, Christine. We've had a pretty big run up over the past couple of weeks. We were at 37,000 just, 2 weeks ago, and we've had a pretty steady climb here, 2 pretty big weeks, and brought us up to just below 45,000. One popular technical analyst, Katie Stockton, she's seeing maybe a breakout to 51,000. Some people are still seeing 47,000 as kind of like a hard resistance level. But things are definitely looking a little more bullish here. My colleague Dominic Dantes, he doesn't seem to think we're in a new kind of longer term bullish move here, but it seems like in the kind of medium term, things are definitely looking a little more bullish.
Well, it seems that 45 is definitely the resistance line. Earlier today, it did breach 45, but then came falling back down. So it's definitely where sellers are putting pressure on price. So taking a look on regulation, Christie, we see that the European Parliament has been advancing this MiCA bill, this Markets in Crypto Assets bill, which will be a regulatory framework for the European Union that's moving forward without a very limiting provision on Bitcoin. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so the Markets in Crypto Assets regulatory package will move forward to the next phase of discussions, but it won't have a very controversial provision in it that was seeking to restrict the use of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin that are based on proof of work. It had some allowances for cryptocurrencies like Ether that are mined on the Ethereum blockchain that is proof of work now, but shifting toward proof of stake later. Now, this measure was actually voted down, I believe, last week, but there was a period of time in which parliamentarians could object and sort of challenge the vote last week, and that expired. So as of today, it is now going forward without this provision. Now, here's the thing, though. Even though that controversial provision is gone, it has been discarded in favor of an alternative measure that will still require the European Commission to come up with a proposal to be included on any crypto asset mining activities that could substantially contribute to climate change by 2025. So it would be a taxonomy, a way of categorizing these cryptocurrencies. And it will classify them according to their environmental sustainability, which, is kind of a red flag if you're in proof of work. Thereby, states, companies, and investors shall be enabled to direct investments to sustainable economic activities in line with the European Green Deal. So it's going to make it hard for proof of work mining companies to attract capital. So they can still there is still, some pressure there. The other thing to keep in mind is that even though this provision isn't going to direct countries to ban proof of work, it also doesn't say to them, on the other hand, there's nothing in there saying, and you have to allow proof of work. So I am curious, looking ahead to see how some of the countries who were very vehemently in favor of this provision are going to react. For example, Sweden. Will they on their own enact some sort of legislation within the countries themselves that will limit proof of work or come down hard on any mining facilities that are in there? And as we saw in some of the Mining Week articles, there's some pretty innovative green proof of work mining facilities that are already set up. So it'll be interesting to see how they square that with the green companies that are already there or in the process of setting things up.